Steve, etc. And around the traps,
Yep.
you've just learnt more and more. No, we're 2024. That's not a good bump.
Yep.
And it is ridiculous that the umpire's called play on. He's going to get suspended tonight.
So
that's crazy.
We did talk about this briefly before coming on air. You're in big favour of maybe banning the bump as such.
Yeah, I just think makes it far easier to umpire, and the coaches are coaching, don't bump. So there's a fair few of the coaches want it out as well.
Yep.
Just makes it easier.
Because they're asking their players, if you get an opportunity to tackle rather than bump.
Yeah. And I just think in this one, that the fact that it was debatable still whether – because there's still people think the umpire did make an error. I think that's the bullshit of defending fellow umpires at all times theory. But just make it easier. Just ban the bump completely. And people are going, oh, it's not as physical as it used to be. It can't be. What's happening with concussion, Danny Frawley, Tuck, etc., what's now being exposed, and what's happening behind the scenes in litigation, if we want football to continue, it's got to change. Yep. Ban the bump.
So I did have this on my hot topics, but we'll skip ahead to this particular part right now. Do you see a red card being introduced to AFL football?
I think we're getting closer to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And look, I've umpired with it for donkey's years, and I personally am in favour of it.
Okay, so the AFL have come out almost straight away and said, no, we're not looking at it. But is it a case of when the jungle drums are beating, potentially it could change? And from a legal point of view, that it may actually have to come in?
Yeah, I think there's a distinct possibility in that way, and there is more pressure being put on.
Absolutely. All right, Chris.
Hey, look, the Maynard bit last year, that was fine. They
Yep.
changed the laws of the game because of that action.
Yep.
Well, hang on.
Yep, we could potentially do it. Chris Marshall ought to be 6 despite the blind umpires not seeing, 52,000 at the ground scene. You've made mention there, obviously, straight away that the umpire had called play on, which was an incorrect decision at the time.